Yeah, so like I was saying before I got rudely interrupted. No, I didn't get rudely interrupted. I was ambushed. So no, I'm just kidding. I wasn't. No, I was ambushed. Yeah, that's what happened. But yeah, so like, I think that's what's going on. I think that like, I'm in like a standstill with the entirety of the human species, or at least a portion of it that believes in Christianity, or it's an even deeper state of saying in which everybody just wants to have control and therefore wants to be God. And I'm like the biggest competitor in that field, simply because I'm just like so logical and such a good person and all that stuff. And you all work together by bringing me to the scene of the crime twice. You have indicated hyper awareness. You've indicated group awareness. You've shown me that you're all working together. That's what you showed me. And not only that, you were doing so in a way that was subliminally designed to give me guilt. Granted, the painting in the restroom kind of overdid it. I mean, the painting in the restroom was kind of like, all right, this is overselling it. Like, this is too hard. Like, I don't think you're supposed to be this style. I thought it was supposed to be more subtle, right? So, yeah. I think that we're at that level in which nobody knows what's going on, and so everyone becomes apes. But because I know what's going on, it's not exactly apes. It's people just being immoral as they attack me. Because they noticed that every time they attacked me, they all became bad people. They made me the ultimate bad person. But because it was an extension of their actions, their influence, the bad person trait just falls back onto them, but they want to ignore that. They being you. So, yeah. But yeah, so like, anyway, I was just thinking like, why don't you guys just like let me go, man? Like, why don't you just let me be happy, man? Like, I wasn't doing anything wrong before you like wanted me to, man. Like before you like wanted me to be a bad person so no one could choose me over you, man. I'm pissed, man. I have like a real fucking like villain, or like I have like a legitimate reason to be a villain here. And you guys can try to hit me with that, yeah, but if anyone ever hears about the worst part of it, then no one will ever side with you. Who's gonna hear about it except for you? And you already know it's your fucking fault. Like who's gonna fucking hear it? Like who out there doesn't fucking know by this point? Who out there doesn't know? Oh, sorry, hold on. Hey, I think I'm getting a beard. Huh? I think I'm getting a beard. And I think that it's because I'm thinking a lot. I think there's something literal about like the harder you try to grow a beard, the harder a beard will occur. But if you don't think you'll grow a beard, then it doesn't need to happen because you can live without it, right? I think I'm growing a beard. Who would have thought that I would be one of those beard guys? Huh? But yeah, so they were getting to that point where I'm starting to get so far over society's head in ways that other people, other members of society are not capable of getting, that it's almost impossible to say no to me. And even if you just do it just to prove that it is, it's illogical too. Because I'm never really asking for anything crazy. I'm never really walking into a room being like, hey, give me all your money and give me all your women. I'm never doing that. I'm never doing that. I never do that. Like, it's not even something that I thought was a reasonable, logical, sane thing to do, right? So, I'm always just like, hey, leave me alone. Hey, man, get out of here. Stop messing with me, man. It's all it ever is. And so, at this point, I think we're getting to that point where the little established systems of authority that everyone thinks that they need to respect because they assume, like counting to 100, that when they stop paying attention, when they stop counting at 7 because no one wants to do all the work, that those systems are sound and they make it all the way to 100, that those systems I'm actually getting above to the point where those systems, just like people who have to think about their ethical and logical reactions, their ethical and logical responsibilities in attacking me or responding to me, you know, if you do this, you're a bad person and you don't deserve to be alive. And that's not just me saying it, that's like an actual concept in existence, that these larger systems that you assume make it all the way to 100, that actually don't have the same sort of level of response to me, that they are kind of in this position in which, even if they're all like, we need to take this kid out, we need to assassinate him, it's like, yeah, but that would mean I was right, and the only way you could handle the problem is by killing me, and that pushes you, the society that you're trying to protect, into chaos, absurdity, pain, suffering, ghettoism, because you handled the situation barbarically whenever there is a logical structure more sound than yours. And that'll deteriorate the foundations, not the we built it from the soil up, but the actual ideas, the concepts that make society as stable as it is right now. And you and I can both agree that it's already fluctuating. So we're getting to that point where I think that I can actually start making some really big arguments. And with my level of ability, with my level of talent, and with me being willing to mass through it. Because remember, in the past, I thought it was wrong to do that if too many people disagreed. Now I'm realizing all these people that disagreed also agreed with me dying, agreed with me suffering, agreed with me being forced into being a bad person so they could kill me. So I'm not doing anything wrong. So I think we're getting to that point. You ever seen spiders curl whenever you step on them? I think we're getting to that point where I might be able to genuinely curl human beings. And I thought that was a bad thing to even want to do. But at the rate that you've all been trying to kill me, I mean, it might just be necessary. It might just be necessary. Excuse my hair. I messed it up before this video to try and make it look like I just got done fighting someone because I thought that would be funny. But it ended up just making my hair look all posh-timey. So yeah. I know what you guys are thinking. You guys thinking my character relative to yours, but I'm actually doing something real at all times. And you guys are just kind of like, because you can't see everything, you guys are just like taking it the wrong way based on your, like at this point, I'm so close to perfect that any problem you see with me is literally just you seeing all the things that are wrong with yourself. And I'm not even saying that in like a fucked up way. I'm saying it like this. If I have all the concept of existence within my being, right? Any error that you have with me, anything that you see as an error is actually something that you're being hypocrited on. You call it out in me. You have a problem with it in me. It forces you to have a problem with it in yourself and thus allows you to calibrate and correct it, right? And so I'm also being challenged by the other people who at this point, who at this point in society, at this point in their living, when they got to this point, they decided to become tyrants, conquerors, rape, pillage, steal, take, make it theirs. Because if I don't do that, then it means that somehow they did something wrong and they don't want to be wrong. So yeah, I gotta deal with that bullshit. Anyway, I'm only here for the art. I'm only here for the music. I'm only here for the movies. And the women. But not in that way. It's not fun. I want everyone to recognize I'm a decent person. I'm a decent human being. I'm a healthy person. What I'm responding to is not healthy, it's not decent. And so my responses to something unhealthy and undecent, especially in high tense situations, will appear to be unhealthy and undecent. However, it may actually be the correct, calculated move for solving the problem. And so going forward, you know how like they do Donald, you know how they do Mr. Trump. Love that guy. He's always like, you get a clip of him being like, I can't even think of anything funny. I haven't been keeping up with this election, so I don't have any I have no content to be able to do an impression of him on. So my whole point is they take him out of context like they do with all of their politicians, and it looks like they're doing something wrong, but what they're doing in the long-term view of things might actually be solving problems in a calculated way that looks wrong from this point of view. And that's what I am now. Even if I'm not political, even if I'm not in politics, which I really am at this point. I'm just so far above the head of American politics that it's pointless to even ask me certain questions. like abortion, like when y'all actually, and here's what y'all are gonna do, right? Y'all are gonna be like, you're gonna GCAB it. You're gonna say, oh, so you think you can solve? Oh, so you think you can run the country? Okay, give me an answer for this problem. Give me an answer for this problem, right? And you understand that when you actually do that, I'll actually solve these problems. Like I'm not even joking. I'll actually do it. And if you irritate me, if you disturb me, if you get mad at me for solving these problems, it would mean that you wanted these problems to exist, all right? And if you upset me, it'll mean that I'm justified at getting rid of the cause of the problem. So yeah. I'm not threatening anybody. I don't think I have to. I think I'm smart enough that I don't need to. Yeah. That's literally what this is. I think I'm smart enough that I don't need to threaten people. I just need to tell them what's going on and they'll have the right logical response. Yeah, that's what I think this is. Who would have thought that I was this important? Who would have thought that I was this important? I mean, literally, who would have thought that I was this important? I don't even think you guys are Christians. I think you guys are making it up. I think you guys are pretending to be Christians just to have a conflict, just to have a reason to say no. I don't even think Christianity is real. I think you made up that religion to say no to me. I think Christianity is just the name of a religion that was caused by a guy that just wanted to disagree with me anyway because he wanted to have what I was getting and said it's not fair until he gets it. And then there was a whole history made up over it. I think that's what all this is. Yeah. And then all you guys are like older than me. Understand that fluid history is a real thing, right? And so it could be that as you guys were living your lives back then, you were actually responding to what I'm doing right now. Is that a fly? That is. What kind of fucking fly is that? What is that? I don't know what that is. Oh. They're literally bugging my apartment. They literally bugged my apartment. Trying to catch me watching porn, figure out what kind of porn I watch, so that they can fucking send me personalized fucking advertisements. Okay, so, yeah, that's where I'm at. I think it's really possible. I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. And, obviously, the conflict I'm dealing with is people that are as smart as me, that at this point take control of the environment, are saying, you're doing it wrong. If everyone is as smart as us, how can we control everyone? How can we get what we want? If they're all doing what they want, they're not doing what we want. And it's the whole, there can't be rich people without poor people argument, right? But here's the thing. If everyone's as logical as we are, they mask the correct way, and so there are no conflicts, and we all end up happy. Meaning that we can all accept life as real, infinite, and all that stuff, and we always have enough space, enough real, that we all get what we want without any collisions. It's a real thing, and if you don't believe that at this point, then you can't be Christians, because you, like, at this point, if you believe in Christianity but don't believe in that, you're not a real person. So, yeah. I'm gonna be really happy.